Hello there, good evening indeed, and many thanks for joining us right here on Rwanda Television News. We do hope that you are enjoying your holidays and as well as the whole festive season, and actually enjoy the start to your week. Now, this is what is coming up on our edition tonight. The Rwanda National Police has announced that 45 people were caught drunk driving on the night of Christmas. Participants of the first ever Kigali Shopping Festival, a special festive seasons exhibition that took place in Kigali, Gikondo, stated that the exhibition was not participated in as they expected. Very good evening to you, and many thanks for joining us on Rwanda Television. Now, news in details. The Rwanda National Police has announced that 45 people were caught drunk driving on the night of Christmas. Moreover, citizens across the country appreciate the security agencies who kept them safe on the celebration of Christmas. Prince Manzi starts us off tonight with this report.
Today, Monday, in Gisimenti, there are people still celebrating Christmas. They appreciate the security charges. I really appreciate the security personnel. I was doing sports in the night until the morning. They were there. I appreciate the police, army, everyone who plays part in keeping us safe. I thank him.
The police and army all did their job successfully, as it should be done, because they spent the whole night here. I believe there were no acts of violence.
Security personnel check on us time to time. I can say that the acts of violence in these years have deducted. Some of the entrepreneurs state that in the last 3 days they have been working 24 hours a day. They have not faced violence or any sort of instability in their work.
Security is fine around here. Clients were served safely. Security personnel are always around here.
Even if someone tries to cause instabilities, security officers take him down. And it is that matter that we appreciate for the security that is found here in Gisimenti. The National Police states that in the Christmas Eve and the Christmas night, there were 4 dangerous accidents and 45 people were caught driving while consumed alcohol. 16 people caught taking drugs, 9 caught in violent acts, and 4 people caught stealing. The Rwanda National Police spokesperson, CP John Bosco Kabera, requests citizens to play part in their safety during these festive seasons. Providing information early on where could raise instability, not playing part in acts that could lead to one's instability, and thirdly, if there arise any acts of violence, one should inform the police, as the police is also ready to support. The National Police requests people in these festive seasons to avoid producing loud noises, giving alcohol to underage children, and for the elder to drink responsibly. Prince Manzi, RTV News.
Thank you, Prince, for the report. The family of Marie Chantal Uwiragiye, a resident of Bugesera district, is very happy after giving birth to quadruplets, 2 girls and 2 boys who were born at King Faisal Hospital last night. Jessica Gasaro.
40-year-old mother who had been waiting for a child for some time, and she has been treated in different hospitals, but it wasn't working. After conceiving quadruplets naturally and giving birth by cesarean section, she testified that it is a great joy for her family. I started from a local medical center, then went to CHIK. They helped me and gave me medicine, but they didn't tell me anything special that would cause the problem, because I used to get pregnant and get miscarriages. I have already had 5 miscarriages. The joy I have now is a lot, although it is difficult to express it for someone who is weak like me, but I'm very happy and I'm grateful to God. At some point, I lost hope. I didn't think I would ever conceive, but at least it happened, and we are happy it happened, me and my family. What I would say to the people who have these problems of waiting for offsprings is to be patient, because when time comes, God will answer to them. And they should be able to tolerate each other, because no one loves bad news. They just happen to them.
babasha kwihanganira aho bari kumwe kuko buri muntu wese nawanga ibyiza nuko abibura.
The family that gave birth to the quadruplets says that even though they gave birth and are happy about it, they have trouble getting money to pay for the hospital bills and the money to take care of the children they gave birth to, since they already have limited income.
Aho nahageze ku mpamvu z'uko nari maze gusa.
Here I came because I was going to give birth and my pregnancy had issues. I had to come find someone to follow me up and help me since I was already bleeding. My family had tried to help me at some point when they couldn't do more. For now, the problem I have is the bills for the hospital, and I'm wondering how these children will live. If there are good people out there to help us clear the bill with the hospital and some money to help us raise these children, we would appreciate. These 4 newborn are weighing between 1 kilogram and 700 grams and 1 kilogram and 100 grams. They are currently being cared for in the neonatal intensive care unit. Jessica Gasaro, RwandaTV News.
Ibuka, an umbrella organization for genocide survivors, noted that the groups of sole survivors of the genocide against the Tutsi help them overcome loneliness and also help them to strive for resilience. This was reiterated during the celebration of 10 years since Humura Nhudiwenyine organization was established. Olim Nete has this report.
In activities preceded by mass of praise to God celebrating 10 years since they founded Humura Nhudiwenyine, a family of sole survivors of genocide against the Tutsi from the city of Kigali expressed great joy at what they have achieved, which includes overcoming loneliness and building resilience in general. Some of the women and men that are members of this family say that it benefited them greatly. In the past, we were not even interested in looking good. We were not interested in good clothing, even when we had clothes, because we felt lonely. We didn't even want to join where other people are hanging out. But after being part of this family, we felt happy and felt that we were not alone.
First, this group helped me to fight loneliness. Second, I received a house from them. I feel that I'm part of them, and this assists me in healing. It's not that I forgot what happened. Instead, by joining them, I noticed that I was not alone, and that there are others who even suffered more than I did.
It is a celebration that was also characterized by happiness, celebrating the achievements and praising God. Murebwayire Josephine, the head of Humura Nhudiwenyine, a family of sole survivors of genocide against the Tutsi from the city of Kigali, points out that during this period of 10 years, this family assisted them in striving to live well. What makes us happy is that we get to meet and help each other fight loneliness, and to also show that we can still move forward and strive for resilience, because loneliness kills. The progress made is to strive to live each other individually, by knowing that we are not alone, but also to make use of what we have. Dr. Gakwenzire Philbert, the president of Ibuka, an organization which defends rights and interests of survivors of the genocide against the Tutsi, notes that Inwaza groups assisted its members in healing wounds inflicted on them during the genocide against the Tutsi in 1994, and also to help them continue living with hope.
The first importance that is served is that it benefited greatly the members. You know that these groups are consisted of sole survivors of genocide against the Tutsi. They felt isolated. But the fact that they decide to form these families, it assisted them in fighting loneliness and also helped them in sharing ideas on how to develop themselves, especially economically and social well-being. Another thing is that it assisted these people to feel recognized as part of those who can also contribute in building the country, especially in terms of justice, unity and reconciliation.
Abanyarwanda bakomeze bubake ubumwe n'ubwiyunge.
Humura Nturi Wenyine was established in 2012 and currently consists of 60 women and men who survived the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. Olive Nete, RTV News.
Patients and caregivers from different parts of the country who seek medical attention in the city of Kigali appreciate a different organization that provide them with necessities like food and hygiene products, hence improving their situation. Betty Motoni.
Mukambabazi Goret, a mother from Nyanza district, has been in the Sehashik hospital for over 8 months, and it is hard for her family to take care of her due to the staying far from the hospital, which makes it expensive to check on her as it should be. No one has ever visited me because they are very far. I've loved this organization because they give us food in the morning. We take porridge and bread. They give us lunch and evening tea. There is no problem. South Africa that helps vulnerable patients in the public hospitals. On Monday, 26 December 2022, South Africa shared Christmas with 1,000 patients in 5 hospitals in Kigali by providing them with gifts and food. Some of the patients are thankful to the organization for blessing them. I thank them so much. They have done their best. They have given us balanced diet food. It will even help my child to get blood.
Good people come to us and give us food. Since we came here, they have always provided us with food. We have no one to reach on us, apart from the support provided by the hospital.
Dr. Anna Twineza, the Director of Allied Health Services in Sehashika, noted that the hospital only provides medication. Therefore, getting such organizations to provide food helps patients to heal and get well.
We have some benefactors like that bring food, that come and help our patients. It's good because here we only provide care from medications or other specials as health care, but in addition, it helps our patients to get these other required, for example, the food.
The director and the founder of South Africa, Isabelle Kamadiza, noted that what they do shows impact. That gives them courage and helps them to move forward.
It comes to the impact is that food is medicine. You can't heal if you have not eaten. So what we do in South Africa, instead of just giving whatever food we find, is that we give what we call medically tailored meals. So it's meals that are tailored to the illness of their patient. We can see patients gaining weight, having like more 5 kgs in 1 month. We can see patients with anemia, where we help them in giving some kind of food to clean their blood and to increase their red globules and stuff like that. So we can actually see the impact of what we are doing on a daily basis, which make it easier to do the job that we are doing.
In 2010, when South Africa had just started, they had a ability to feed 5 people only per day. But now they are able to feed 1,200 patients 3 meals a day. Betty Mutoni, RTV News.
Participants of the first ever Kigali Shopping Festival, a special festive season exhibition that took place in Kigali, Gikondo, have said that the exhibition was not participated in as they expected. The Private Sector Federation points out that this is because it is the first time this exhibition has happened and coincided with people joining their families for festive celebrations. Prince Manzi has this report.
On this last day of this exhibition in the morning, there was no mass movement of people willing to buy at a low price as it is usual for other exhibitions. The participation is not high. This is my second time here and the participants are not many, but the products are available Whatever product you need, you find it here. Traders and exhibitors state that this exhibition was not participated as they expected. The issue is not the price, because in July people were buying, and we don't know why it is different from now. The truth is, we are not getting money. This machine here, in the beginning it was 1,200,000 Rwandan francs, but now we are selling it at 700,000 Rwandan francs. Nevertheless, exhibitors of artistic objects say that they were able to sell highly as people are buying their products as gifts to give for Christmas. Specifically me, the prices were half of the usual price and people are buying. For instance, this pot was 500,000 and I tried and made it 300,000 and people bought. As you can see, the products that were here in the beginning are not the ones here today. The Rwanda Private Sector Federation states that for it is the first time for this exhibition to happen, and in the last month of the year is the reason behind its unsuccessful story. This is the first time it happened, and during the festive seasons, where families join to celebrate, and they find that most of the people move to meet their families. We believe these to be the challenges, and next time we'll have to make a better schedule for everyone. 300 exhibitors and 35,000 people visited this special festive seasons exhibition that started on 8th October to 26th December. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
Moving ahead to other matters, some of the residents of Nyagatare and Gatsibo districts in the eastern province of Rwanda, especially those who work in mechanics of electronic equipment, say that they are worried that there is no way in place to collect the wastes and scraps of these equipment, which may affect their health. Technology experts are of the view that there should be a new initiative to solve this issue. Adam Squizera.
In the town of Nyagatare district, as well as its in business center like Kabarore, there is a significant number of auto mechanics who claims that there is no way provided to collect these electronic wastes around this area. They are really bothering us, as you see that we have put them in the house, as that they are also prohibited to throw them anywhere. So you understand that we have to wait those who collect them. Tsanzineza Theodore, an IT engineer at Kiziguro Hospital, finds that they should reserve a garbage for those electronic wastes. It can spoil the soil, cause an air pollution, like you know that there is an acid in the battery, which is a very dangerous toxic, which can spoil the soil, and there are other chemicals in those wastes, which could be dangerous on the people's life. Currently in Rwanda, there is only one factor which recycles used technology equipment, which is located in Bugesera district, whereas the division manager for water and sanitation in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kaitesi Marcelin, noted that this issue is going to be solved as well. There is a government policy which considers these special wastes. There is a way said it should be managed in a special way, as that we even have a factory which recycles those wastes, as that there are some resolutions which we took, including infrastructures which will support that factory. Between 10 to 15,000 tons of electronic waste are expected to be collected every year in Rwanda. However, less than 10% of that is annually being collected from homes across the country. Experts say that the electronic waste is increasing by 8% and 11% every year, which requires improved efforts in collection and recycling. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
Those who have children with disabilities say that during holidays, their children are often lonely because they are abandoned by others. This was reiterated on Monday as families of people with disabilities shared Christmas as well as celebrating the holidays in general. Adam Squizera
Nyiranshimimana Claudette, after giving birth to a child with a disability, went through various challenges. I was always very sad because I had a child who had disability and I was abandoned by the family. And I was always thinking, how will I live behind my child? Then by that time, I felt so embarrassed and sad. The family of Nyiranshimimana Claudette is one of the 50 families that celebrated Christmas in partnership with Love with Action, where these families shared Christmas and were given food support for these holidays. We are very happy today, as that we were very surprised by this organization. Due to that, we've been always feeling embarrassed because of having a child with disability. Then we are very happy, as that we'll be having full of joy on the New Year's celebration. The executive director of Love with Action, Gilbert Kugimana, noted that helping people with disabilities to celebrate holidays is the way of valuing them.
This is
a valuable thing because even these people are valuable too, even though the society doesn't value them, since sometimes they are abandoned by their families. As you know that Christmas is for the family, and you know that these kids, sometimes they are left behind in those celebrations. But as Love with Actions, we decided to provide a joyful moment for these kids on every Christmas, so that as people enjoying the birth of Jesus Christ, these kids should have to enjoy it too. People with disabilities are people like others who have abilities, because disability does not mean inability. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
On behalf of the entire news production team as well as the technical team that made it happen, thank you for being with us on this edition of Rwanda Television News. My name stays Sam Kadisa and I wish you safe and a fruitful week ahead. Goodbye.